I have something that people desire, that they envy, and they want me to give it to them. They demand it. However, for them to benefit from what I have to offer, they must behave in a certain way. They refuse to. They refuse because I lack the power, the force to punish them for their misbehavior. It's only considered misbehavior because I'm the one they want, and so they must adapt to me, not me to them. And I'm not being selfish. My conscience is clear since I'm not doing anything immoral. They are. But they feel justified because the majority of them behave like that. At the end of the day, it is irrelevant. I won't bend the knee to them because even if I did, and I tried to, they would not stop with their abusive behavior. Actually, it would be worse. Their appetite is insatiable and inconsiderate. I must match their wants and needs constantly, and mine are only when they feel like it, or at least the bare minimum, just to get me by and for them to not be seen as the bad guys. They won't bend the knee either since they refuse to acknowledge me for who I truly am. They want me so badly, but act like I'm the one who should be chasing them. All this useless manipulation and trickery only leads to the thing that they do not wish to happen, which is rejection caused by them. And so, feeling humiliated, they feel they have to humiliate me back, further damaging the relationship and making it so we'll never be together. They already understood that, and instead of moving on with their lives, they think that since they won't get what they want from me anyway, it's better to make me suffer any chance they get. However, every man shall reap what he has sown. Therefore, all they're doing is giving me content, a better understanding of the human mind, and motivation to keep improving myself, while making it so I can help those who are going through the same things. I'm tired of dealing with incompatible and unreasonable people. Maybe they're not doing anything wrong. It's my fault for rejecting social rules. Everyone behaves in a certain way. Why shouldn't I? But at the same time, they're not the ones who have a million people staring at them all at the same time. They're not the ones who a million people want me to look at them, to notice them, literally every 5 freaking seconds, maybe less, for no other reason than just because I stand out. They demand that I understand their position and adapt to it, while none of them feel like they have to do it for me. They act like they don't know how to. How about you just introduce yourself and talk to me like a normal person? Why, when talking to me, do you have to make sure that everyone notices it? Why do you give me signals that you're into me? And if I ask for your number or just say, hi, tomorrow, everyone already knows about it. And why do you think I would want to have someone like that in my life? You're demonstrating that you cannot handle the level of attention I bring. And unfortunately, after being burned so many times, you only get one chance. But even so, it isn't like you don't know what you're doing. It's the reason why you refuse to apologize after thinking that manipulating me would be a good strategy to have me in your life. Even if you dare to use the excuse that just because I look like I can have whomever I want, therefore, I deserve to be played with, who made you judge, jury, and executioner? Who? It just seems like an excuse so you can be mean and try to have power over someone who makes you feel powerless. It's impossible to be in a group setting. It's a constant, useless, meaningless, and draining competition. Exhausting attention-seeking behavior from others. And if you dare to ignore it for too long, now they have to resort to being physical. They have to bait you into violence and say you're the one who caused it. You're just a person, but you're no longer normal, so anything you do is taken to the extreme. If you win, you're supposed to. But if you fail, oh boy, it's celebration time for them. Those who you rejected or made feel inferior just for existing since you in 1 second receive more attention than they have ever gotten or will get in their lifetime. Therefore, according to them, Lucifer and Cain were right for what they did, correct? If not, deal with the fact that you're not the man and bow down to the king.